Hello, everyone. This is CIS256, Introduction to Python Programming with the emphasis in algorithms and data structures. This is a brand new course that we offered for 2002 at Chandler Gilbert Community College. So my name is Chao, and I'm a software engineer at Garmin. I'm also an adjunct faculty member in CGC's Computer Science Department and Southern New Hampshire's University's Computer Science Department. In my spare time, I'm a first LEGO league coach here in Arizona. I'm also have a master's degree in ECS department at RPI. And here is my email contact. All right, so a little bit incentive to study Python in 2022. Still, as you know, Python is a pretty hot programming languages in the past couple of years, especially with the rise of data science and machine learning. There's a bunch of learning packages and libraries written in Python. And also Python is used in web development. Such frameworks like Django and Flask are among them. We'll touch base on some of the frameworks in this course as well. And all in all, Python has a lot of applications, so it's a good that you took this course. And so as far as prerequisites per se, we don't require a lot of prerequisites. You need to be familiar with basic Python. If you're taking CIS-156 or equivalent, that's good enough. Of course, we'll review Python in the first 1 or 2 weeks, but you're supposed to have some basic Python knowledge already. I do have a pre-test available online, so you're free to take them. And I do have, I will take this as a pass-fail test. You can take it. If you take it, you will get the points, right? That's pass-fail. So feel free to try it on your own. And also you can use any operating system for this course, Linux, Mac, or PC or Windows. You do need a CGCC email account, student account from Maricopa universities for communications officially. Don't use your personal email when you write to me. And in this class, we also use Discord channel to communicate with each other. If you have any questions, you can free to ask in the Discord as well. As far as the class is, as you know, it's asynchronous online lectures and in the courses. So every week you're supposed to basically read the content and do quizzes and assignments, reading assignments, etc. And I will have a Q&A session every week at Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. Phoenix time. So if you have any questions, drop by, and we'll post the link in the our learning space. Okay, Canvas. All right. So overview of the course. The purpose of this course is to get you more involved in Python programming, to learn data structure and algorithms, as it's very important for your future career in this field. Here's some sample projects in the past that I offered in various courses, like Caesar Cipher, which is the first assignment, and Sudoku Game Solver is a good exercise for solving using recursion algorithms, calculator app, text-based game, etc. Okay. As far as the textbook per se, this is the textbook I picked. It's a pretty good online book. All right, it's called Problem Solving with Algorithms and Data Structures in Python, and I do believe there is a web version available. Okay. I will show you later, but again, these are all the good reference books if you want to refer to the Python syntax or something. So let's take a look at our Canvas course. If you look at the, I think you're familiar with Canvas already, right? So if you go to our course, you will see there's, each week there is a module. Of course, in the beginning, you have a beginning modules. You are required to complete the syllabus quiz, which is like 8 points, which basically make sure that you are active online first week, so we don't drop you, right? So basically read the syllabus, complete the quiz. There's some important information. So, and then of course, like I mentioned, the Python pre-test, you are supposed to take a look at it. This is offered as a GitHub Classroom. So you need a GitHub account to be able to access it. Once you have a GitHub account, click on this link, you will be directed to your own repo for this pre-test, and you will be able to. So you sign in with your own username and password, okay, and you will be directed to the corresponding repos on your own, and you can open Visual Studio Code, which is a recommended IDEs if you want to install any in your local computer. But anyway, and it will have instructions here, and you can just code it in your way. All right, and it's a pass-fail. So once you're done, just submit here. Say, you're done, right? And then I will be able to see it. Give me a link to your repo so I can take a look. But yeah, it's a pass-fail. All right, so back to the modules. All right, so each week you're gonna go look at like week 1. It's an overview. You can click on the week 1 overview. I will list the objectives, some recommended resources. Say you have to sign up for the Replicon. Replicon is a online repository that I will put all my homeworks and problem sets there. So you are supposed to, work in this account, and you need to join the space to be able to use it. Okay, so do sign up for that. Each week there's 3 types of different assignments. Week 1 discussion. This is designed for that I can know you better. Everybody's supposed to post a paragraph or 2, introduce yourself, what's your name, comfort level on Python and other computing languages, and what's your goal for this course, etc. Who influenced you on this career, reflect on your modules, review module 1. And after you post initially, which is deadline is Thursday midnight for that week, you are supposed to reply 2 of your classmates post for discussion, for follow-up, right? And that's due on Sunday at midnight. All right, so pay attention to the deadline for each week. This is discussions graded. It's great resources for me to basically know you well, right? Okay, so so that's a discussion. So detailed rules, it's in the syllabus, so take a look at that. And sometimes I will have a quiz. It's auto-graded, some multiple choice, fill in the blanks and true or false questions. You're supposed to do it on your own, and you have 2 times to finish. You can make it 2 attempts maximum for each quiz. And there's not time, so you can take your time, but it does has a deadline. I will post the deadline for each quiz accordingly. And then finally, problem sets. There are 6 problem sets total in this course, and they reflect some interesting ideas we discussed in each module or modules. And you're supposed to use Replicon, click on that, and to work on your own, so I can see individuals work. You don't need to submit your code because it's all on Replit. However, you do need to submit here your reflections when you do work on the code, a brief explanation on the code and its purpose, and your experience on developing code, including any issues encountered and how you solve them. So that's basically like a journey, right? A journal to, like, for engineering, you need to do some reflections. And if you you also need to submit a pseudocode flowchart for some key algorithms involved in this each assignment. So it does not need to be for all your code, but pick on some key algorithms, for example, sorting or some data structure like hash table. Just do some pseudocode on that, so show you that you understand this, right? And also there's some rubrics for your source code, annotation, documentation, modularization, etc. Readability. So there is that, and those are in Word documentation for pseudocode and reflection, and that if you submit it here on Canvas, right? You don't need to submit a source code on Canvas, but your reflections for each assignment. I think that's pretty much for each week. You just follow those trail, and you should be fine. There's no midterm or finals for this course, so your grades totally depends on those problem sets and assignments, quizzes, and discussions. All right. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. The tour of Canvas. So you need to install the Python IDE. There's you can choose VS Code or PyCharm. I do use VS Code. I think that's a very universal IDE and it's free. So give it a try. And you should already know how to write a Hello World program. Python in 3 different ways, and you may understand Python have interactive shell. You can edit code and run it, and now you can run in IDE, right? So, and you should understand Python is not a snake by now, and this is the origin of the Python's name from the BBC comedy in the 1970s. And some key Python topics that you already should know is basically the basic types: numbers, strings, integers, floats, and some basic control flow, branching, looping, and range function. And then these are from the Python tutorials, right? For those of you who want to catch up, this is the good topic to review. Functions, and then basic built-in Python data structure like tuple, list, and dictionary are very important. I do have a special topic on these series in later lecture, and dig deeper into this comprehension and stuff like that, generator and iterators. And then finally, Python classes and object-oriented programming is a focus for this course as well. So we'll review that, and then follow on. We'll begin discussion of big O notation, which is a standard way to discuss algorithms, the complexity, time, and space. All right, and we'll talk about data structure like stack, queue, linked list, and then we'll switch to recursion, which is a very important concept for other algorithms discussed like in graphics and dynamic programming. We'll talk about some search algorithms, binary search, hashing functions, sorting algorithms, and trees, and finally graphs. Yeah, so that's the data structure part, which is not listed here. Is we also add some chapter on Django, which is a web-based framework for Python, and along with that is some models, database introduction and stuff. All right, data science. Right, so we also talk about how to plot and do some simulation data analysis using Python. Okay, so that's all for the introduction, and these are the resources that you can refer to. So I guess I won't go through those warm-up sessions. Usually it's a live lecture. I will let you write a program as user typing an integer and then print the sum. That's very simple. Guessing game, randomly pick a number and ask the user to guess the number between 1 and 10, and using binary search, you can tell them it's lower or higher than your guess number, right? So it's good. And then you can use Python to print some Super Mario blocks in the game. We used some exercise, right? And then finally, this problem, you have a US coins, and you have quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. How you break the coin, right? So you give like $15.74. How many quarters, dimes, nickels you can break, and with minimum amount of coins. This is a typical problem you may encounter in like dynamic programming, but again, in this particular case, the greedy algorithm also works, right? So you can start with the biggest coin face value and work your way towards the pennies, and that works for this particular step, but may not work for other set of money system. All right, and then finally, these are the 3 pre-tests that I'm talking about. The first pre-test is about the Caesar shift code. Caesar cipher is a well-known ciphers in in Asian ciphers, and basically, so it shifted every letter in the alphabet to some degrees. So that shift number is a key, right? Is unknown, and you're supposed to shift a number of steps and to get a different set of the result, right? We call the encrypted languages. And then Fibonacci number is a well-known number sequences. So basically the number equal to the previous 2 times I together. And for example, 34 is 21 plus 13. So here you're gonna generate a Fibonacci sequence using generator functions. And then lastly, this is a statistics problem where you read it from the file and to collect the people's scores, and you want to type the average of them. Okay, so that's it. All right, so good luck and welcome again. Bye.